got the one and only Metta World Peace in the house. I had to DM you. I'm like, hey, I want to do a podcast. And then you responded back, and then, now we're sitting here together.
Couldn't believe it. I mean, I never met you before. I've watched your podcast. I've watched a lot of them. I'm not going to say all of them, but definitely a lot of them. I just came back from the U.S. And Saudi investment forum, where I'm typically the only athlete in these rooms when I go out to these places. It was super tight security. So I'm thinking, I wonder if he saw, 'cause I know you're a Republican, if I'm not right, I know about you. And so I said, man, I wonder if he saw me with some of his friends. Like, is he interested in the U.S. Saudi investment
So
forum?
you thought that was the reason?
I thought you saw it, because literally when I got home, then I got your DM. So I didn't know why. He was like, you're a Laker fan. I said, oh, he's a Laker fan. And then I was like, after your interview with Terrence, I DM'd. That was the best interview I've seen in my life. That's my favorite interview I've ever seen, if I'm not mistaken.
Terrence Howard.
The Terrence Howard interview was incredible. And then I DM'd Terrence. I said, I need to take, I was telling my family, I need to take you to lunch. Like, I'm not going to say he changed my life, but he added a few things to how I view the world.
He is so interesting. And I think the word misunderstood is very good for him, but he is so interesting. I would say till today I'm registered independent. Of course, I've been a Trump supporter for a few years, but when it's funny when I DM'd you, I'm having a conversation, your name comes up. I'm like, dude, I remember being at the game, Game 7. Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm at the game. I take my passer. We're row 18. We're there. Kobe goes 6'4", 24. He's not having a good game. This is the only game I've gone where in the first half we're sitting there. Me and Dudley look at each other. We're not even getting up. The level of anxiety is so high. I said, do you want to grab? He says, I don't want nothing. I can't even move. We sit still, and then second half starts, and then Kobe's just nothing. And then all of a sudden he starts passing it to Ron, and then he's doing his thing, and then you hit that 1-3, and then the game, I mean, talk about a game 7 against the Celtics, right? I mean, that was sick.
It was incredible. I mean, Derek Fisher changed the game. So Derek Fisher, we was down 13 in the third quarter. So now, Game 7 at home, down 13. We're looking at the shot clock. This is my first time in the finals, and I'm just like, okay, there's doubt creeping in, because it's like, I've never been here before. And Derek Fisher says, hey guys, pick your head up. He says, where would you rather be right now? He comes to this, he opens his arms. He says, down 13 in a Game 7 at home. Where would you rather be? And then that,
Did he really say this?
Yeah.
Did he say that halftime in the locker room?
No,
When did he say that?
In the third quarter, because we was on the bench. We was down. It was a timeout. It was getting closer to the end. So he said that maybe at the 6-minute mark in the third quarter.
Is this Phil is letting Derek speak, or Derek is just jumping in and saying this?
So typically when they call a timeout, the coaches go to the free throw line, extend it.
Right.
And then the players go to the bench first.
Right.
So you got like maybe
1
20,
minute?
30 seconds.
Oh, shit, 20, 30 seconds.
For a leader to come in there. And then Derek, he is such a leader. Because I didn't believe in myself at that moment in time. I believed in my heart, but I didn't know what's going to happen, because we're 13 points against the Celtics. That's devastating. But we just kept inching away, and we pulled it out. We just wore them out.
So, and then second half, when you're coming out, like, what happened? Because you played so loose. You were just like, give me the ball. I want to. And that's not the profile, though. That's Kobe's job. That's, Powell's job. And then you all of a sudden became the aggressor.
Well, when I played, until I got with the Lakers, I was a go-to guy. I was always the go-to guy. I mean, the year before that, I averaged 25 against the Lakers.
I remember that. that.
If you look at Yao Ming was on that team.
Yeah,
with the Rockets.
I remember that.
So from that perspective, I've been in this situation for my whole life. But when you get with Kobe, you become a role player. So I became a role player in my prime. So imagine right now today, if you're a role player in your prime, you know how much money you leave on the table? By saying, instead of averaging 20, I'm going to average 7.
Why'd you do it? Cost you some money, right? Is it fair to say cost you?
Well, going to the Lakers, I was worth more than $6 million a year.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Especially if after you came off of 24 and a half games to see, points a game. Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
worth more than I had to just deal with it. It was hard. It was one of the hardest things I've had to deal with.
That game you played against Kobe, where he's going like this, you know, and he, you know what I'm saying? He's going like this, he's going like this, and you telling the referee, dude, he hit me, he elbowed me, right? You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm Metta World Peace, the chairman of Artest Management Group, and now I am officially on Minnect. I want you to reach out to me. I got a lot of things to offer, whether you wanted to chat about sports, basketball, on the business side, business development, consultation, brand strategy, foreign relations, and more. I look forward to connecting with you on Minnect.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.